Stashing breakouts is how fantasy football leagues are won. Here's a guy at every position you need to stash right now. At quarterback for us, it's still Jackson Dart. I have to remind you guys, every quarterback that's run 5 times a game and played 16 games has finished as a top 10 quarterback in this league. I know he can't play 16 games, but this guy's running 10 times, 7 times the last 2 games. If that keeps up, the floor is great and the ceiling becomes even higher. So Jackson Dart only rostered in 31% of leagues right now. He has to be at least on your bench if he's out there. So make sure he's stashed up. At running back, we're looking at Kendre Miller, only rostered in about 30% of leagues on Yahoo. This situation here, he actually got more carries for the first time ever than Alvin Kamara. Kamara could potentially end up on a trade block. I know the Saints want to keep him, have him retire as a Saint, but teams like the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Cardinals, they could be willing to pay a pretty penny for him. So keep Kendre Miller stashed in case his role continues to grow in Kellen Moore's new scheme over there. At wide receiver, we mentioned Jalen Coker last week. I want to mention a deeper player, Torrey Horton. He has unique upside because of how much Clint Kubiak uses the fullback and the tight end. It takes the wide receiver 3 out of the game, which isn't good for him right now. But as a stash, if one of Cooper Kupp or Jackson Smith and Jigba goes down, he inherits a huge role where the targets are highly consolidated. So Torrey Horton could break out in a big way if somebody goes down. He's kind of a handcuff for 2 different players. At tight end, we've been telling you to stash Waller. We've been telling you to stash Mason Taylor. Those guys are all picked up now, but there's still a guy out there in a lot of leagues, Theo Johnson. His route participation has gone up since Jackson Dart has taken over. He scored 3 touchdowns. This guy is huge, and he also quietly has 90th percentile speed. Huge RAS score on this guy. Pretty good stash for you if you're looking for upside at the tight end position. Those are some guys for you there. If you want even more, go over, become a Fantasy Alarm member, where I read a stashes and streamers article every single week for our members.